Oh, this is Jack's Cowboys. Here's my cup I got from Dallas when I was down there. Have such a good time down there. Had some good wins this season. The season was a successful season, I think. Looking at the big picture, winning the division, getting into the playoffs, winning a playoff game. Team looks good, really good going into the playoffs. Just had this one bad loss to the Minnesota Vikings, mostly due to line depletage, major line depletage when Flozell Adams, the key blocker to Jared Allen, who takes up about 3 guys, he went down with like an ankle injury, so that pretty much depleted our chances on winning up there in Minnesota, especially with the crowd noise, and that turnover right away really hurt us. Here's my Super Bowl hat. This is my favorite Super Bowl, when we were in the Rose Bowl. Because I waited so many years for Dallas to come back and win one. And that's when we had Aikman and everybody. This one here is a good one too. Going to the emblem from the Super Bowl 30. Going to win Pittsburgh. Their only loss in the Super Bowl to the Cowboys. So I'm pretty motivated for next year. Looks pretty good with this team, as long as they don't listen to the press and keep this team together. This morning I heard on this local radio station, got so pissed off I even tried calling them, but the phone line, they got their phone line disconnected. This idiot Mitch from WMPL said something about Dallas being overrated. We're not being we're not tested on what the ratings are. We won the Saints and the Eagles, which are both good teams, and just the common hatred that people have from this area of the Cowboys, and even they have these people picking in the Mining Gazette. There's one from a restaurant up here that won't pick the Cowboys because she hates the Cowboys. So gotta deal with all that type of hatred, and it's kind of tough. But this was a very disappointing loss. I got screaming angry on this one. This was broke my pool stick and my remote control, but they're fixable. So recovering from that, starting to feel better, thinking things over though. It's not like last season, not even making the playoffs. At least I had that week to feel good about this team. And with this interview with Tony Romo, made me feel good about the team. That we just got to try and get that home field advantage for the playoffs. And I feel really good about going to the Super Bowl next year. And this next year, I'm planning on going down to Dallas more often and getting into them games and cheering them on. Maybe even getting into a playoff game. As long as we get that 12-4 next year, we should go all the way. Got a chance to get the Vikings back next season. A lot of Cowboys are talking about that already. But just like this news people, anti-Dallas fans, as Mitch from WNBL said, they should dismantle this team. That's the first thing that someone who don't like the Cowboys would say. Dismantle it so we don't have ever a chance. And the people that are against Romo, we don't have a chance in hell without him. And Wade is the one who got us there. Never been in the playoffs without him. He's the main driver behind the defense and his schemes on defense and how he does it. We get rid of him, we're done. But I seen it this year. I seen him accelerating in the playoffs. This playoff thing, I heard stories. You got the more that you're in there, which I believe this type of thing, and the more you get in there, the more chance you got to go into the Super Bowl. So if we consistently got this team together for 3 or 4 years, we keep getting and chipping into the playoffs, winning a few division titles. One of these years we're going to go over the top and win the Super Bowl. And I think it's going to be next year because it's going to be in Dallas. So, and plus we got the East. We're headed on top of the East, so we should be able to dominate that division next year. But I think it was a successful season for the Cowboys altogether, just with this major upset at Viking Stadium, which mainly had to do with Flozell Adams getting injured. And Jared Allen is so good that there was no way of blocking him, and Witten couldn't hold on to him. He went straight through him. And that's how it went. So it's not over yet with that, and just got to keep this team together. Oh, another thing, which all season I was wondering what will happen when if this thing happens that happens every year with Dallas, where they get blown out of playoffs. How is Brookings going to react to that? And with his with the fighter that he is, he went over there and just pointed a finger and bitched Jared Allen and Farve out what they deserved for putting up more points, trying to be big shots. They'll pay next year. So I'll get out there in the woods and I'll give you a little more on what's happening in Dallas next week on our new beginning for next year. Go Cowboys. What a great season.